Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 10 of your Detroit Red Wings franchise mode here on NHL 20. As in today's video, we're about to continue the simulation for the team, but we're about to make a big deal. In the last video I was talking about making a big deal because of the fact that we want to be a playoff team this year. We want to be able to keep the players that we want to keep, for example, like a big Dylan Larkin that we need to assign to a big contract, and we kind of want to impress him. We want to make this team as good of a team as we possibly can make it for this big playoff run that I want to potentially make. I want to potentially make it into the playoffs. Of course, I am going to wait a little bit because I'm not going to make an immediate trade now, because if we can be able to get another high draft pick, I will totally do that. I will totally be aiming towards another big guy that we could pick up for the Detroit Red Wings. I am very well looking forward to that. And if we are close to maybe we're a tweener team, maybe we'll make that big move where we're going after like a guy like Jeff Petrie or Josh Manson or one of those big defensemen that we can go after. But to start today's episode, we're just going to start the simulation off with the team, and hopefully we can stop the struggling that we've been recently running into where just point producing and trying to fix up that second line. We've really been trying to figure out what type of first line would be best, what type of second line would be best. We've really been playing with a lot of line kind of differences and trying to figure out which line would work the best for your Detroit Red Wings in this upcoming season, because of the fact that just everything's kind of changing so much, right? Like everything's just kind of, it's going through so much. We picked up so many new players and so many new people that I feel like this team really needs to kind of have a reboot. So we're just going to start things right off here for the Detroit Red Wings, get into the simulation. As today it seems like my video making skills have just been extremely unlucky today. I recorded an entire Texas Rangers video and end up the video just not wanting to export because I recorded it in the wrong format. So the entire video is basically fucked now. So I tried to re-record the video, and I ended up not pressing record. So now I'm sitting here making the Detroit Red Wings video and having to go back to make another Texas Rangers video, another quick one to kind of overview what I did in the entire episode, which kind of fucking sucks. But let's get back to focusing here on the Detroit Red Wings, as today's a big episode. We really want to start winning some games, as we're not doing too bad. We really need to start putting some wins together as a team. We need to start playing good as a team, and if we're not going to, I don't want to bolster this team up to make a deep playoff run. And maybe next year we bolster it up a little bit more. We pick up some more big free agencies, because I feel like trading away players right now is just a dumb idea. Right? With the way that we're playing, we're not a good playoff team yet. We're almost there. We're almost going to be a good playoff team. But if we're just going to trade away a bunch of players just to pick up Jeff Petrie, and then the team not ending up being in the playoffs, will be the worst mistake I think it will ever make. As that month we were crazy good, 28-18. We're almost near a playoff position. That is looking hella good for the Detroit Red Wings right now. 7-3. Philip Zadina leading the team in points with 42 points on the season. He's having a good season. How well is Shane Wright doing as well? 26 points. That's not bad. Yeah, everyone else is stepping up pretty well, though. You take a look at all the stats. Mantha Zadina, Shane Wright, that has been a very good line. I'm excited to see how Shane Wright will keep on producing with the team, but 26 points in 39 games. Shane Wright is doing pretty damn well. Gabriel Landeskog also not doing too bad on the team, and then also Tyler Bertuzzi not doing too bad as well. The depth not doing too bad as well, bringing that little bit of a physical side. But I think we need to improve a bit on the depth. Defensively, Seth Jones, of course, leading the team in points. Syorpkin playing with Hronek, and they're not seeming to be too bad. And Philip Grubauer, a 909. He's really been the big goaltender for the team this year. He's really been a stone cold wall, and we really need Grubauer to keep playing good for the Detroit Red Wings right now, because he's definitely a big goaltender for the team. For the future of this Detroit Red Wings team, we're really going to be looking at Grubauer to kind of be that big goaltender. So we're going to continue the simulation. Hopefully some of the lines can fix themselves up, but right now let's continue the simulation here for the Detroit Red Wings as we get a big win there against the Winnipeg Jets and a loss there against the Calgary Flames. So we're like basically there. If we start putting together some real wins right now as a team, we could be a playoff team this year. Like, we're just right on the line of being in a playoff spot. And how nice would that be if we were to acquire a playoff spot this year? That would be amazing for the team. amazing for the team's morale. Not just that, just everyone on the team would be happy about making it into the playoffs if we were to keep putting up the wins that we're putting up. We're only a point back at the Florida Panthers, and unfortunately, we take a big old loss against the Florida Panthers, which is a bummer because that's a team that we were fighting for a playoff position. We're winning against teams that seem that we're not fighting against, and we're losing against teams that we are fighting for a playoff spot with. It seems like we're not ready yet. And I think another year of building this team up, getting it more ready to go, I think will be the best bet for the Detroit Red Wings. Even though we're almost there, maybe waiting another little while for this team to be a fully prepared team. Unless we pull out a fucking cat out of the hat right now and pull a miracle out of our ass and be able to make it into the playoffs, that would be crazy good. But I don't know about that if we're going to even be a playoff team this year, as Philip Zadina doing pretty well. Shane Wright's having a good season, but I don't think he's really ready to bring this team to where it needs to be. And this has been one guy that I've been hating to see around, is Tyler Bertuzzi. For the last 2 seasons, he's been struggling. He hasn't been playing very well with the team, and I feel like with Gabriel Landeskog being a big power forward, I don't think Tyler Bertuzzi fits on the team. I really don't believe that. And we're going to try Tyler Bertuzzi down the third line, and we'll see how well he does. But I feel like he's just not a proper fit for the team. He's not playing well. He's just... He did good when the team was first kind of going around. He was really hot because he was one of the best players on the team. Now he's just kind of that aggressive guy, and he's really not being that big player that we need him to be. He's kind of struggling. I think maybe Andre Casa will give us a little bit of a boost on that second line. And if he does, then maybe we look towards the sniper, because we are piling up the victories right now. 3 in a row right there. Damn, man, that's good. Line changes fixes up a lot of things. Andre Casa goes up to the second line there with Larkin and Landeskog, and they start doing a little bit more. That's nice to see. And a big loss there against the Vegas Golden Knights, man. Come on, boys. If we win these next 3 games, I will pick up a defenseman. If we win these next 3 games, that gives us a pretty good spot right behind the Pittsburgh Penguins to maybe be able to put it together a couple wins together. Lost there against the New Jersey Devils. Okay, maybe I will look at it if we're close. And we lose there against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Somehow we have no OT losses. That's like crazy. 64 points. Like, yeah, we're far away. We're almost there. We're near a playoff spot, but we're pretty good amount of ways away from being anywhere near that. And also the Edmonton Oilers are in a playoff spot, so we're not going to really get a good pick from them, but it won't be the worst. So let's take a look at goals for per game. We're pretty low down there with a 298. Goals against per game. We are one of the best teams defensively, 3rd in the league. Power play has been struggling a bit this season. Actually, it hasn't been too bad, 3rd in the league. And then our PK has been struggling quite a bit, as it's one of the worst PKs in the league for the Detroit Red Wings. So definitely not looking like the greatest. Also, let me just plug in my phone here before it dies on me, because I totally forgot to plug this bitch in. Alright, I'm back. So I forgot to plug in my phone in, so I did that quickly. But I feel like we need another goal scorer. Another goal scorer to kind of help us out on this team's journey. Because you got Mantha, but no one else like really ripping it up. Like, no one else is really doing as good as that. Landeskog, not too bad. But Tyler Bertuzzi, I think that's why he's not really fitting on the team anymore. Because he's not that guy anymore, right? I think with the way that we have as a team, we have a pretty good physical team. We could use a good goal scorer that could do almost anything for the team. That's what we really need. I think we need another goal scorer, because Casa fits right down on that third line, but Tyler Bertuzzi, he doesn't. He does not fit this team anymore. Seth Jones, Sorokin playing great, Cholowski, Hronek, Grubauer. So we're going to make a couple of deals. Tyler Bertuzzi for a sniper on the second line, because we actually need a sniper. We don't actually have a sniper. We have a lot of two-way forwards, power forwards, we have Mantha, and that's really it. We need a good sniper, goal scorer for that second line, maybe even a guy that can play on the first line, right? We need that kind of diversity from a player, and I think we really need that type of player for the team, and hopefully we're able to find that type of player. Oh my god, Nate McKinnon. Man, that would be a huge deal for the fucking Detroit Red Wings to go and fucking pick up Nate McKinnon on the team and bring him on in. Damn, that would be fucking huge. Caleb Vance, sniper, medium elite, wants to be traded away from the Minnesota Wild. American-born boy. Damn, bro. American-born boy. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Caleb Vance to be on that second line would make the team more killer, but the problem is salary. You got to think about salary cap next season, and you got to be thinking that motherfucker is going to be costing a lot. If you really think about it, like how much money is he going to really cost us for the next couple seasons, as there is absolutely nobody open to be available to trade. So we're going to just throw Tyler Bertuzzi out there and see if we get any. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to find a trade, see if anybody offers us kind of a sniper type of deal. We'll see what we can get from him and see if anybody wants our man Tyler Bertuzzi. Nalkovich, not too bad. Rasmus Anderson, Pesci. Maybe we could try. We'll put on our train block that we would like a sniper. Train block. Let's find our train block and fix that up a bit, and maybe we'll get an offer. Not defenseman, not a top six. We need a forward that is any between the age of that range contract. I want shooting, at least a good 4-star shooting, and then I think that's all we really need to focus on. So forward that could shoot, could play anything. I just need a goal scorer guy to pick up for the team. That's what we really need to focus on right now, is a goal scorer. So if we get maybe an offer for that, I would love that. I would love to get an offer for a good goal scorer. So Brian Rust, Jason Zucker, but all 2-way forward guys. God damn it, no one wants to have a deal with me. God fucking damn it, man. This is really not looking the greatest right now. No goal scorers that really have a dent in my mind that would be perfect for the team. Phil Kessel, Dvorak, Hayton, nobody there that would really be a good idea to go trade after. Sprong wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, there's really nobody. I think we're just going to have to basically wait. We're just going to have to basically wait with the team that we have and just keep simulating. I think that's the best thing we could do right now, and just have Tyler Bertuzzi kind of play down on that third line there. Hopefully Casa keeps getting some big goals to the team, and we'll look towards free agency and maybe even at the draft. Maybe we look at going after a big goal-scoring player to pick up for the team for the future of the Detroit Red Wings. I think that's definitely a thing we're going to have to do for the team, as we're just going to have to continue the simulation here for the team. As Jeff Petrie goes to Philly, we knew that Jeff Petrie would have probably been traded sooner or later. He's a good-ass defenseman. He's beast. Calgary picks up Kajula for Anderson. Damn, big deal there. Shiortskin goes to Edmonton. Arizona making a big deal as we get a big win there against the Canadiens. If we could maybe string together some wins as a team, I believe that we could possibly make it into the playoffs. But we would have to start doing it now, and we need a pretty good amount of wins. Because I think the 76 Maple Leafs, I mean, we could possibly do it. If we really start pulling together as a team, we could do it. But I don't believe that this team will be a playoff team this year. It's going to be a very, very hard stretch for this team to be able to make it into the playoffs. Very, very hard, I think. I think we would have to do everything in our manpower just to be able to make it into the playoffs, which I think is going to be a lot for the Detroit Red Wings, as we're doing well right now, but we're still a far ways length of being in a playoff spot right now, as a big win there against the Islanders. And all the wild card spots are taken up, so basically we're just looking at that Maple Leaf spot, and honestly, we can make it. We're facing the Maple Leafs, we're facing the Sabres, which are a very bad team, and if we win the next 2 games, and we have no teams win games, that's basically how it's going to have to go. No teams win any games, and we can make it into the playoffs. So that's what we're going to look to do. All right, we're just going to simulate this next game. We're going to advance the day, and we'll see if we win this game. We win it. All right, 86 points, but the Maple Leafs win. So basically, it is impossible for your Detroit Red Wings to make it into the playoffs, sadly, as we gave it, I guess, a hoorah near the end. And I believe that this team could possibly make it into the playoffs next year. There's no doubt about that. With how well we played this season, I believe that this team, with a little bit more offensive punch next season, can be a playoff team. No doubt about it. I mean, you add another goal scorer, this team could possibly be one of the best teams in the league, right? That's without a doubt. One of the best we're one of the best defensive teams in the league. We score good on the power play, and our PK needs a bit of improvement. So we need to kind of fix some edges, and I think we could definitely do that next year. Right, you take a look at the team. Mantha, Zadino, Larkin played great. Shane Wright, with the time he was given, did pretty well. Andre Casa had a fantastic season. I'm really excited to see him back on that third line once again, as he's locked up for another year. Landeskog struggled a bit this year, but I think with another goal scorer kind of added onto the team, I feel like Landeskog will do a lot better. Same with Larkin. I felt like there was a lot of down years this season for the team, but I think once we improve the team a little bit, we'll definitely be a way better team than what we are now. Syorkin had a great season goal scoring wise, but I think next season we improved a little bit defensively. We improved the team a little bit everywhere. Grubauer, I got to give it to you, buddy. You had a decent season. You had a better season than what you had last season, and you give it your hardest. You had 31 wins this season. We need a little bit more out of you next season, but I feel like we could definitely perform to the best of our ability for next year. And I believe that everyone else can do pretty well. Shane Wright was definitely not the best rookie this year. He definitely was not. Shane Wright really was not the best rookie, but next year I feel like Shane Wright will really explode as a player. I feel like Shane Wright will definitely be that big player that we need him to be, and I feel like this team is really going to step into itself. I'm really hoping that we can really start being a good team next year. It's been a long and hard rebuild, but I'm done with rebuilding, guys. I'm really, really done with rebuilding, and I'm done not making it to the playoffs. This next season has to be a season where we make it to the fucking playoffs. Right, we have done so many drafts where we've picked up so many good prospects, and that we've done so much with this team. I think it's time for us to finally start winning a fucking cup and bringing it into the team. We're going to make some big moves in the next video. Tyler Bertuzzi is definitely going to be a guy that we think about trading. That's a guarantee. We're going after a nice sniper. We're trading away Tyler Bertuzzi so we can release some salary cap and be able to sign Larkin and everyone that we need to sign to get on the team. We need everyone. We need everyone as a team to work together. And, oh my God, my throat's killing me right now. It's not like it's killing me. There's a bunch of phlegm in it for some reason. Carolina Hurricanes, congratulations to you guys, as they are your 2022-20, the Stanley Cup champions, as this is the draft of the Islanders. Wow. What a fucking jump you guys made, as we do get the 11th overall selection. LA drops to the 4th. That sucks. But big lottery win for the New York Islanders. Like, fucking hell. Jesus, that's a huge... Oh, I forgot to check retired players for you guys. I am so sorry. I don't know why I pressed continue simming, but Giordano and Thornton both retired this season. And for the Detroit Red Wings, no coaching staff has retired. As this draft should not be too bad of a draft, I think. I don't think it's going to be the best draft in the world, for sure, as we have a 12th and 20th overall selections. But our rest of our picks, we have a lot of picks coming for us. A lot of picks. So I feel like this season, we maybe move up in the draft, right? Maybe move up in the draft. We got some big snipers in this top 10 this year. A lot of snipers. Oh my lord. We got a 12th, 11th overall selection. If we're able to move up just a little bit, maybe pick up Connor Burrows or maybe Hextall Grinder. Fuck, that would be nice. But you got Lee Long, Rodney Shea. You got some pretty good players that you could maybe go after and pick up for the team. Up at 20th overall, we also got some decent guys that might be looking at Josiah Harding, a fucking low franchise player. That is definitely somebody to go after. But the Detroit Red Wings, they're looking very strong. I'm excited for this upcoming draft. We'll see how the team does. Also, I wanted to check how Mantha kind of did with everyone else. We also need to check the awards. How did Mantha kind of size up to everyone else goal scoring wise this season? Because he had a very big goal scoring season, as he had 46 goals. Definitely wasn't up at the top, but had a decent season this year. He also dropped in overall to a second-line player, and hopefully he jumps back up there, because that is not a good overall for me. I want him to be the best player that we could possibly have him at. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, we're going to be making some very, very big moves in this draft. We're going to be maybe picking up some big players. We'll have to see what we do. We're going to see what's available in the trading block, and that will all be in the next episode. It's going to be a very exciting episode. But for right now, guys, I'm going to sign off, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.